दोस्तों, वेलकम टू माय न्यू वीडियो। दोस्तों स्वागत है आप सभी का एक और एक नई वीडियो में। तो बहुत दिनों बाद व्लॉग आया है। तो प्रणव शर्मा मेरा भाई, रणवीर, कृष्णा, हेलो भाई, अंकल और भाई हन्नी। ये बंदा आ रखा है पहले व्लॉग में, ये भी आ रखा है सारे मेरे भाई। ये अपने भाई है सारे, गाने सुन रहे हैं मस्त। बाकी पूरा मेरा रणवीर, ये अभी भाई जा रहे हैं। ये भाई खाना तो अब जा रहे हैं भाई। तो तीन जगह जाएंगे भाई पिकनिक, तो तीनों जगह दिखाऊंगा। तो मिलता है आगे ब्लॉग में। तो भाइयों प्रधानमंत्रीचार्य में आ चुके हैं। देखो आ चुके हैं, हम दोनों भी चल रहे हैं भाई। तो देखो अभी वहाँ है, अभी दिखाऊंगा। ये चल रहे हैं सब, ये देखो। तो भाइयों नेहरू प्लेटफॉर्म में आ चुके हैं। ये सभी आ चुके हैं। ये देखो अंदर अभी जाएंगे, अंदर का दिखाते हैं। क्या हुआ?
और जिन लोगों के पास मोबाइल फोन और कैमरा है वो प्लीज स्विच ऑफ करें।
The sun has set. Slowly the darkness is increasing. Thousands of stars, all twinkling, have appeared in the sky. For thousands of years, man has been looking at the beauty of the lovely night sky. Oh, the moon is also visible with all its dry seas, valleys, and mountains. Look at those beautiful stars in that circle. That is popularly known as winter circle. Look here, this is the constellation Taurus or Vrishabha. Nearby is the constellation Orion, the hunter or Mahavedha. Orion is followed by its faithful hunting companion, Canis Major, Brihalabhaka, referred to as a dog. To the side of Canis Major is Canis Minor, a small dog with little imagination. If we add flesh to these bones, the whole region appears to be with animals and warriors. A bit to the north, look at these stars. This is in the form of a bear, the Great Bear or Saptarishi Mangal. If we join these two stars of the Great Bear and follow them towards the north, we reach the pole star, Polaris or Dhruv. Pole star is located in another constellation known as Ursa Minor or Little Bear. Now these are the three tail stars of Great Bear. If we join these three stars in an arc and extend it, we come to this bright star, Arcturus or Swati. This star is in the constellation Votis or Bhutan. Nearby, here, these stars appear to be in the form of a lion. This is Leo, the lion, or Simha Rashi. To the east of Leo is the constellation Virgo or Kanya. Now look at this bright object in this region. This is not a star, but a planet, Saturn or Shani. Saturn is the second biggest planet in our solar system. It has rings that can be seen even with a small telescope. Voyager spacecraft has discovered that these rings are made up of tiny pieces of ice, rocks, and dust. Saturn, along with 7 planets, go around the Sun. Our planet Earth is one of them. All these are part of our solar system. We hope that you will try try to take some time out and look up at the sky and try to figure out some of the lovely constellations that you have recognized today. Thank you.
खत्म हो गया क्या बस एक और वीडियो आएगी
More than 400 years ago, a middle-aged professor of mathematics and astronomy, who also happened to be a genius, took his first look at the sky through a telescope he had built by hand. Like almost everyone who ever lived, Galileo Galilei wondered about all he saw in the night sky. If only he could get a better view at the stars and the moon. Recently, spy glasses had been invented to magnify things in the distance, such as ships. Galileo designed a much stronger spyglass and turned it upward. Would the telescope show him things about the universe that were invisible to the naked eye? Galileo was the first human being to see the mountains and craters on the moon. Before him, people believed that the moon was perfectly smooth, but Galileo's telescope revealed surface features much like those on Earth. When he pointed his telescope at the planet Jupiter, he was shocked to find 4 small stars around it, which no one had ever seen. The next night, the stars had changed position. He concluded correctly that the stars were actually moons circling Jupiter. People had long wondered about the mysterious glowing streak in the sky, known because of its dim, wide appearance as the Milky Way. Maybe Galileo could finally figure out what it was. It was made up of countless stars too faint to be seen without a telescope. Galileo realized that they were suns like our own, but much, much farther away. Today we have built larger telescopes that can see thousands of times farther than Galileo's. This image was taken by one of our most remarkable telescopes. It's not on Earth though, it's in space, where the view is not hampered by clouds, pollution, or the atmosphere. The Hubble Space Telescope. Through it, we've seen things in the universe that are breathtaking. Because of our technology, we understand a lot more than Galileo could. But there remain great questions. How did the universe begin? What is it made of? How big is it? How many stars are there? What is the future of the universe? Scientists believe they have solved some of these questions, but some they haven't yet. The universe is the greatest of all mysteries, and the answers that will unlock its secrets await new discoveries, perhaps by future scientists watching this show right now. It is vast. It stretches as far as we can see in every direction. It is a place of bitter cold and blazing fire. It is beautiful. What exactly is the universe? As far as we know today, it encompasses everything. Wonder throughout human history. Across the ages, some of our greatest minds have offered theories about the nature of the universe, often expanding on the ideas of those who preceded them. Today's story of the universe might appear strange to the great astronomers of the past. Vishwamitra in India, Ptolemy in Greece, Aryabhat in India, Copernicus in Poland, and Galileo in Italy.
Wow.
We are not sure how the universe came into existence. Some believe that it was created in the remote past, and others say that it has always been around. Present-day science estimates that the universe is about 14 billion years old, and suggests that it exploded into being in a Big Bang.
Wow.
According to this theory, all of the matter in the universe may have been concentrated in a single object, no larger than a marble. Suddenly, for a reason we don't yet know, it blew up, becoming a universe unbelievably hot and expanding, and then gradually cooling down. When it was born, it was all energy and gravity, force of attraction, and some of this energy turned into what we know as matter. This primordial matter gave birth to the elements. Hydrogen and helium were formed in the first 30 minutes or so. The stars later formed, they produced the other elements. After expanding and cooling for millions of years of its infancy, the universe entered the equivalent of its early childhood. A lot of interesting things began to happen. The attraction of gravity brought some of the matter together into immense clumps, here and there. These clumps of gas and dust eventually collapsed and became galaxies. The hydrogen and helium gases in the galaxies broke up into smaller clouds. From these clouds, the first stars in the galaxies were born. Most of the stars that formed early were supermassive. But they lasted just a few million years, then blew up in catastrophic explosions called supernovae. Curiously, all the elements to form life were produced inside the hot interiors of these massive stars. When they exploded, those elements were flung out into the extreme coldness of interstellar space. The blast of these supernovae also triggered the formation of new stars, the second generation. By the time the universe was a few billion years old, it was markedly different from what it had been just after the Big Bang. The simple state of radiant energy present at the time of its formation had grown into a massive collection of billions and billions of galaxies. Some of these galaxies are spiral-shaped, some elliptical, and another sticky irregular shape, sometimes a result of colliding galaxies. Generation after generation of stars were born, produced elements for life, such as carbon, oxygen, and iron, and eventually died. As it has continued to expand for billions of years, the universe has become thin and dispersed and extremely cold. Hundreds of years ago, we believed that Earth was the center of the universe. Then science proved that our planet and other planets actually revolve around our sun. Today, we know that the sun itself is but one star among 400 billion stars that make up our Milky Way galaxy. And that our galaxy, though composed of hundreds of billions of stars, can seem insignificant when we realize that it is just one among hundreds of billions of galaxies in the universe. Our Milky Way galaxy formed about 1 billion years after the Big Bang, making it some 13.2 billion years old. The most ancient stars within it are about 10 billion years old, and the youngest are just a few million years old. In fact, baby stars are being born even today. Our sun is a middle-aged star, 4.5 billion years old. Born from a cloud of gas and dust, which we call a solar nebula. The birth of the sun was brought about by the explosive death of a nearby star. Shock waves from the explosion of the dying star triggered the formation of the solar system. Most of the gas and dust in the cloud went to form the sun, and a small amount collected to form rings and debris around it. Most of the material in the rings then coalesced to form planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Smaller leftover bits of matter became dwarf planets like Pluto, asteroids, and comets. Of the 8 planets, only the 3rd planet, Earth, is located in a zone where life can thrive. Unlike Venus, it is not so close to the sun that water about 70 million years ago, probably as a result of climatic changes caused by the crash of a large asteroid. Setting the stage for the rapid evolution.
तो यार अंदर तो यार भाइयों वीडियो बनाने नहीं दे रहे थे यार। अभी एक बंदे से फिर मैंने बोल भी दिया था कि यार ऐसा तो नहीं होता कि कहीं भी तुम वीडियो बनाने नहीं दोगे, तो यार सारी जगह की सिक्योरिटी होती है अपनी अपनी। तो भाई इसको पकड़ लिया था छुटंके को। तो भाइयों यार गर्मी बहुत तेज हो रही है और
अब
बहुत बुरी हालत हो रही है।
यहाँ से वापस इंडिया गेट
निकल रहा है, अब वापस जा रहे हैं अपनी बस में यार। बहुत तेज धूप हो रही है, समझ नहीं आ रहा। और पीछे यार और अभी आ रहे हैं सभी ये रहे अपने दोस्त, ब्लर हो रहे हैं यार। रुक जाओ फ्रंट कैमरे से। भाई ये रहा अपना रणवीर, प्रणव, शिवम भाई डमरूबाजी अपना ओके करेगा अभी भाई इनके चल रहे पेपर, तो इसलिए अभी ये थोड़ा आ नहीं रहा मेरे पास। वीडियो भेजूँगा, बढ़िया डेरूबाजी कर रहा। परनब भी अब भाई सीख रहा है, जल्दी आएगी इसकी भी वीडियो यूट्यूब पे पोस्ट आएगी। बाकी मैम तो यार वहाँ घूम रही है। बाकी ये देखो, तो मिलते हैं भाइयों। अब आ चुके हैं हम इंडिया गेट। ये रहा हमारी इंडिया का इंडिया गेट। तो अभी पूरा स्कूल एंड ग्रुप फोटो खिंचवा रहे हैं सब। और अभी प्रणब ये रहा मेरे पास, शिवम का पता नहीं भाई कहाँ है। अभी इंडिया गेट है, अभी देखते हैं 2-3 जगह और जाएंगे तो बताता हूँ। अभी तो सभी भाई थोड़ा बिजी हो गए हैं। ये देखो आज भाई अच्छा भीड़ तो हो ही रही है। भाइयों अब जा रहे हैं घर, तो तो यार घर जा रहे हैं, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा।
मुश्किल से 5 या 10 मिनट लगेंगे स्कूल पहुंचने में।
लोग खत्म हने
बस हेलो